In this video tutorial, I will teach you how to add multiple data sets to a single Excel plot and how to change and add the axis titles and the title of the graph and a legend. This is what the finished product will look like. To begin, make sure you have all of your data already entered into Excel and labeled in columns, with the X being in one column and the Y being in the other column. Highlight using your mouse the data that you would like entered into the graph. Then you will go under the Insert tab, which is right next to the Home tab, and you will look at the various options for the charts and choose the one that you like the best. I like a scatter plot with smooth lines and markers. So you just click on that, and now you have a chart with one data set. If you want to add an additional data set with an additional line on your chart, you will make sure you have the plot selected, then click Select Data, and it will pop up with this smaller window. What I like to do first is to title each data set. So the one that it has selected right now is the one that I have added to the graph. You can click on the Edit button and name it anything you would like. I'm just going to go with a general data set 1, and you can click OK. So now you see it is named data set 1. If you want to add another data set to your plot, you will click the Add button. And let's just title this one data set 2. Now we have to insert the data. You will click on Series X values, make sure your cursor is in that one, and then highlight the values that will be represented on the x-axis. And then for the Series Y values, you want to delete what they have in there, and then go ahead and highlight the Y data and click OK. Now we have both data sets in our pop-up window, and we can click OK, and it appears on this plot. If we want to change the title, all we have to do is highlight the text and title it what you would like. If you would like to add an X and a Y axis and label them, you click on your graph, and this plus will pop up, and you click on that, and then you have these options of adding all of this to the graph. I would like to add axis titles to my graph, and I would like to add a legend so we know which data set is represented by which line. Now, if we want to title each axis, we will go ahead and select the text at the bottom of the x-axis, and I will label this time in seconds, and then I will select the text along the y-axis, and I will label this distance in meters. Now you have your completed graph with 2 data sets entered into it. And if you would like to continue adding more data, you just do the same process and you click select data and you add an additional set. Thanks for watching my tutorial, and feel free to go back to any steps that you missed.